Welcome back to another TK Breezy video. We are in it. I am back from Mazatlan, where I was there for Delfino Maza. And it was a great time. The Mexican scene is great. I had a great time hanging out and going to Mexican clubs and eating a bunch of good authentic Latino food or Latino food. And yeah, just like meeting more of the scene that I never get to see otherwise. So we got some other news. We're gonna start with that. Yeah, so we got to Mazatlan like Thursday. I was super tired, so I didn't really do anything on Thursday, but I didn't have to commentate on Friday. So me, EE, and Rod really got a chance to kind of go around the city and whatnot, hang out, whatever. We went to this one club called the Oyster Bar, or bar called the Oyster Bar, but it was like outside and it had like tiki huts and shit, and it was nice. It was a nice little, like, there was a DJ playing it stayed open until 4. It was lit, you know. The tournament in itself was really good. It was very chill. It was like, you know, it was a major down there, but it was like, you know, a very chill major. Big shouts to Spargo for taking that W. Gluto took second. I got to see some really cool matches between some of the other talented Mexican players that don't get to travel too much. Shiny Mark did well there. Leo did well for someone who's like, he doesn't really care too much for the game anymore, which is another subject we'll talk about in a little bit. Sky J did very well too. So great time. We'll be back there again because yeah, I had just a wonderful time in Mexico, and I plan to go back at some point in time, if it's for that or Smash Factor or any other Mexican tournament that I can get down to as well. Because yeah, that was just a good time. Oh yes, EE does know a lick of Spanish, so that was fun watching him trying to communicate with literally anyone. And whilst my Spanish is like not the best, it's communicative enough to get stuff that we needed to get. So if we needed to order food or find things or take an Uber somewhere, one of the funnier things that they did though is that, like, when you know how like in Mexico, so there's like real Ubers, you know, and real cars, they're little Honda Civics and you know, Kias and all that other good stuff that people get picked up in over there. But they also have these like open trucks that you can kind of just stop and get. That would be like, we had got a couple of those, and you know, so, but when we were in there, fucking anytime that we would like be riding around and EE or Rod would see like a cute girl on the outside, they would just start yelling, bonita, bonita. And the drivers would always laugh, and then they would just be like, yeah, the Mexican women are pretty hot. So, and I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, there's no lies. It was, you know, the Latino women out there were pretty hot. So, but yeah, that was a good time. So yeah, that's all the good news. It's not that I don't think we have a bunch of bad news after that, but that was all the good news. Let's get into some of the other stories that we had. First things first, DreamCon is now on the same weekend as Evo. That sucks because I usually go to both events, and now I can't go to both events because I have to pick one or the other. Now, DreamCon is a Black creator event that does have gaming stuff going on. As a Black man who is also a guest at this thing and gets to commentate this, their exhibitions and whatnot, I definitely have a slight dilemma going on, because it's like I either come here and I commentate this and keep my relationship strong with RDC, or I potentially get hired for Evo, which means I get to expand my expertise in other games like I'm trying to do in the first place, right? So like that's the current dilemma that I have with this. Yeah, DreamCon, Evo, same time. Now the other thing that I had a question actually, because how do I pick reliably without feeling like I'm fucking myself over in some way or another? So hopefully one of these dates change, but probably not going to happen. And I think we're just going to have a huge dilemma. Or hopefully we have learned cloning technology by the time this date comes around, so I can go both places at once. That's my real hope in life. All right, so that's one bit of news. So we got, after 5 years since Ultimate's release, there will be an official Nintendo's event for Smash Ultimate. It uses our competitive rule set, features our 8 best players from Germany, and it happens at Gamescom, the biggest gaming convention in the world, in the same timeline that we live in. So that's what all this says in German. They say, yeah, after 5 years, Ultimate releases, there will be official Nintendo event. So Nintendo has definitely palled around with us on some other things, but it's never been something that I think they've ran. So yeah, it'll be Nintendo's main event for the convention. So it'll happen on Saturday evening on their main stage. And on top of that, the official Nintendo YouTube account Germany will stream it. It was crazy what Smash would have been with Nintendo support, and this event shows it. Also, this isn't comparable to Nintendo's partner license events like the Panda Cup. This event is from Nintendo, and they are literally streaming it on their YouTube account. The closest we've ever gotten to this is the European Nintendo Circuit, which got canceled. So, Nintendo is now actually putting their foot into the scene officially. Not like a partnership, not like a, not like a slapping their name on it just to be like, Nintendo is here. Like, they are running it themselves using the competitive rule set. Now, I don't know if this is good. But hopefully it is. Hopefully this is a good thing for us, in the future. Now, I know that everyone's like, oh, we hate Nintendo, blah, blah, blah. Nintendo, blah, blah, blah. They suck. We get it. All right. They do suck at times. There's definitely, but I feel like a lot of the time it's not Nintendo of America. It's Nintendo Japan. And we just kind of have to like go by whatever Nintendo of Japan says. So like, unfortunately, if Nintendo Japan's like, nah, I'm not fucking with it, then like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Seems like hopefully Nintendo of Europe, and this goes well, so that way we can potentially get a good working relationship with Nintendo, because regardless of what y'all say, fucking support from the parent company, is great. You know what I mean? Like, look at Capcom Cups, look at Tekken World Tour. Like, if we can get stuff like that, that would be great. Now, unfortunately, I get it, like for Melee, because we have all these modded ways to play it now, and even they're not even like mods that like make the game a different version of it. They just make it so that it's more playable in its current state, except for Frozen Stadium. Like, that's that's a here nor there. I love Unfrozen Stadium, but I think I'm not a competitor, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But as a person, as a spectator, Unfrozen Stadium's funny. Anyway, but yeah, for Ultimate, we don't have anything like that we use normally, like offline, right? So hopefully, like, that's something. This is a relationship that starts like the mending of the gap of understanding between the competitive scene and Nintendo's like philosophies or whatever, and we can come to a good agreement on what we want to do with this game in the future. That's being hopeful, though. If it sucks, we will end up talking about it here anyway, and I will give you my honest opinion on that as well, because that's just what I do here. So yeah, that's we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. That's on the 26th, so this Saturday. More Nintendo news. Our guy is stepping down. Chris Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in the Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Super Mario 64. Charles is now moving to the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices from our game, but he will continue to travel the world, sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor of working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we'll post at a future date. So yes, Mario, the original voice is no more. Like, he is, he stopped doing that, which means the new voice for Mario Wonder or whatever is going to be a new Mario. And I went back to listen to the trailer, and he's got a pretty good Mario voice for sure. Honestly, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't even notice, but I don't pay too much attention to the voice actors like that in the first place, so could just be an ignorant take from me. But what I will say, the silver line of this is that I'm glad it's because, like, it's just his time to step down and like do other things, not because he's like dying or sick or something like that. This is the good timeline of this man stepping down. Like, we didn't get like with heavy hearts that we must admit that Charles Martinet has passed away last night or something like that. Man's just doing other shit now. Man's is just doing other shit now, and like I'm very happy for that, and I hope Charles Martinet the best in the future. Now, for the new Mario, I hope that like he is accepted with open arms, because he did a good job in that trailer, as Demo says right here. Like, I don't really feel like a lot of people were like, wait a minute, that's not Charles, but he did a good job. But how people are sometimes a little too nostalgic, and when nostalgia hits, they're like, oh, we only want this thing. And like, hey man, we've had it for a long time, but now we can start growing up with a new person. The passing of the guard, kind of like Ryu passing of the guard to Luke as the main character of Street Fighter 6, when Ryu has been the main character of pretty much every Street Fighter before that. So yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll have to see how that goes. Mario games will not stop being made anytime soon, because that is a super flagship for Nintendo. And hopefully with this announcement, we can announce a Switch 2 very soon or something like that, or a Nintendo swap, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they wanted to call it, you know what I mean? I don't know, like Nintendo Change, Nintendo Transform, whatever they decide to call this next one. We just need another system, bro. It's time. When does Nintendo Switch come out? Nintendo Switch release date. 2017? Yeah, come on, man. Let's get it together, bro. Oh, and then the last bit of news, because I just tweeted about it. The Gamescom is going on literally right now. And Jeff Keighley can't catch a break, bro. Check this shit out.
Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed. They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers. Don't be jealous.
I hope Jeff meant he was disappointed in his fucking security, bro. Two different niggas got on stage, bro. Security wasn't in the back. Come on, man. Second time, by the way. Unorthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton kid who apparently right after that was literally in everybody's video. I swear to God, that kid unlocked time traveler, fast traveler, or something. But yeah, so two different people now, or three people altogether have now hopped on the stage. The first person though didn't hop on with Jeff. He just hopped on with some other developers, and I guess that was like the sneaky way to do it. These guys just straight up walked to the stage, bro. Man. So as I said, I tweeted about this, had some questions. Where the fuck is security? What is this obsession with Bill Clinton? Like, both of these guys said something about Bill Clinton. The other guy said his name and, didn't even get to the right camera. So I don't know where he was looking at. Like, he walked so quickly, I had to pause the video. And the only reason I know that he said something on his shirt was just kind of like off of blurry context clues. And then, yeah, what is the obsession with Bill Clinton? Buddy jumped up there to advertise Twitch and YouTube. We should ban his Twitch. That'd be hilarious. And yeah, man, Jeff really got to deal with this shit twice. I hope this nigga Jeff starts swinging, bro. So that's the news cycle for this time around. Leave Jeff alone. Leave Jeff alone, bro. Is the final thoughts on that clip. But I appreciate you guys coming through and watching another TK Breezy video. This one didn't have too much drama in it. Just a little recap of some things that happened. But hey, man, we got a lot of week left, so we could potentially see something else in the future. But if you have not already dropped a follow here to the TK Breezy stream, very much appreciate that. And if you drop a sub just like that guy did, thank you, Scarlet Knight, for the sub. That also goes a long way here. We'll have more videos for you in the future, so keep it locked here on the TK Breezy channel and stream. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. What up, Nia? What up, Natty? What up, everybody else who might have said what up on their way in? I don't really get a chance to say stuff during the video because we got to put it on YouTube. So